The covenant had been broken. The stone tablets had been shattered. Israel had sinned by worshipping the golden calf. But God was not finished with his people. The Lord said to Moses, "Cut 2 stone tablets like the first ones. I will write on them the words that were on the tablets you broke." So early the next morning, Moses cut 2 new stone tablets. Then he climbed Mount Sinai once again, just as the Lord had commanded him. Moses carried the tablets in his hands, and the Lord came down in the cloud and stood with him. Then God proclaimed his name. The Lord, the compassionate and gracious God, slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness, maintaining love to thousands, and forgiving wickedness, rebellion, and sin. These words revealed the heart of God. He was holy and just, but he was also merciful, compassionate, and patient. Moses immediately bowed down to the ground and worshipped. Then he prayed, "Lord, if I have found favor with you, go with us. Even though these people are stiff-necked, forgive our wickedness and our sin, and take us as your inheritance." God then confirmed his covenant with Israel. He promised to do great things before his people. He warned them not to make a covenant with the nations living in Canaan. They were not to worship their gods or follow their sinful ways. God knew that if Israel made peace with idol-worshipping nations, those nations could lead his people away from him. So God commanded, "Break down their altars, shatter their sacred stones, cut down their Asherah poles. Do not worship any other god." The Lord also reminded Israel to keep his appointed festivals. They were to celebrate the Feast of Unleavened Bread. They were to observe the Sabbath. They were to honor the Feast of Weeks and the Feast of Harvest. And they were to bring their first fruits before the Lord. God was reminding his people that their lives belonged to him. Then the Lord gave Moses another warning. He told him not to make cast idols. Israel had already fallen into this terrible sin with the golden calf. They could not allow it to happen again. Moses remained with the Lord on the mountain for 40 days and 40 nights. He ate no bread and drank no water. And the Lord wrote again on the tablets the words of the covenant, the 10 Commandments. When Moses finally came down from Mount Sinai, he did not realize what had happened to his face. His face was shining. He had been in the presence of God. Aaron and all the Israelites saw Moses, and they were afraid to come near him. But Moses called them. Aaron and the leaders of the people came back to him, and Moses spoke with them. Then Moses gave them all the commands the Lord had given him on Mount Sinai. When Moses finished speaking, he placed a veil over his face. Whenever Moses went before the Lord to speak with him, he removed the veil. Then he would come out and tell the people what God had commanded. The Israelites would see that his face was shining. Then Moses would put the veil over his face again until he returned to speak with the Lord. Exodus chapter 34 is one of the most beautiful chapters in the story of God's relationship with Israel. The covenant had been broken, but God was willing to renew it. Israel had failed, but God's mercy had not failed. And when God revealed his name to Moses, he revealed his character: compassionate, gracious, patient, loving, faithful, and forgiving. But this chapter also reminds us that God's mercy does not mean that sin does not matter. God called Israel to separate themselves from idolatry and remain faithful to him. Moses' shining face was also a powerful sign. He had spent time in God's presence, and that encounter was visible on his face. But the glory Moses experienced was only a glimpse of something far greater. Jesus Christ would reveal God's glory in a way that Moses could never fully experience. Through Jesus, we see God's grace, truth, mercy, and love. The covenant had been renewed. The tablets had been restored, and Moses had returned from the mountain with the glory of God shining upon him. But the story of the tabernacle was not finished. Now the people would have to decide whether they would obey God's commands and bring the materials needed to build his dwelling place. Would Israel finally obey? Would they bring their gold, silver, bronze, and precious materials for the work God had commanded? We will discover what happens next in Exodus chapter 35. And don't miss chapter 35, so subscribe now.